My name is Jason. I'm a molecular biologist living in Austin, Texas, and I'm here to tell you all about Project Everybody, which is an initiative for our future. So by now you've probably heard about DNA testing. There are plenty of companies that will, for a fee, extract your DNA from a cheek swab or a saliva sample, and then tell you cool things about your ethnicity or the genealogical history of your ancestors. They'll even tell you facts about your biology, like whether or not your genome indicates that you can metabolize lactose or caffeine relatively well. The more genomes we have available, the more accurate our analyses of the genome can become. Think about it like pixels on a camera. The more pixels, the better the resolution. The more individual participants we have building the human genome, the better picture we have of the human genome altogether. There's just one problem. According to population geneticist Dr. Alice Popejoy, around 80% of the genomes being sequenced are from people of European descent, whereas some estimates have the global population of Europeans at around 15%. You might say, well, Jason, we're all humans, why does that even really matter? It matters because although 99.8% of all human DNA is the same, that remaining 0.2% has a big impact on what makes us different. Popejoy and Fullerton write, until scientists are able to conduct amply powered genome-wide association studies on each major ancestral population across the world, geneticists will continue to miss important information about disease biology. They won't know how many of the variants observed in populations of European ancestry replicate in other groups. Simply said, if we're making assumptions about all of human biology based only on the genomes of a select group of humans, our assumptions about human biology may be incorrect, and these false assumptions can have real potential for dire consequence. One example is the CYP2D6 gene. This gene is involved in the metabolism of many commonly prescribed drugs, including tamoxifen, which is used to treat breast cancer. More than 100 variants of this gene exist, and many of them can affect an individual's ability to safely digest, so even use a drug at all. Another example is that 25% of the variants in European Americans that genome-wide association studies have identified as being associated with things like body mass index, or type 2 diabetes, or lipid levels, the strength of that association isn't quite the same in at least 1 out of 5 people who aren't of European ancestry. There are many more examples like this. Popejoy and Fullerton write, opportunities will be missed to discover new associations with disease traits in other populations. Long story short, we need genome equity as soon as possible in order to be able to make better prescriptions and diagnoses for people with variable alleles at important genes. As personalized medicine, which is medicine that's unique to an individual's genome, looms around the corner, the last thing we would want is a situation where only select ethnic groups have the ability to take advantage of potentially life-changing resources. Beyond medicine, genome equity enables us to truly capture a snapshot of the human genome with all of its inherent beauty, whether that's Quechua, Punjab, Fijian, French, Han, Hausa, multi-ethnic, or any other ethnic group. You can help by donating your resources, your money, or your saliva to the cause. Since the power's in the collective database, we don't necessarily need to match your name to your genome. Yes, that means you can submit DNA anonymously to help humankind achieve genome equity. If you would like your individual DNA sequenced and returned to you, our Brazilian partner Portunis Biotech can sequence your DNA and return it to you via blockchain so that you have a record of the history of the file. Now that you're informed, you should help us out. Spread the word, pitch in. This is an important initiative for all humans as we move further into the 21st century, and it's really going to take everybody. Visit projecteverybody.org for more information, or you can follow us at PROJEverybody on Instagram and Twitter to keep up. Together we can do our part to fix a big problem before it gets any worse.